in United States right now is facing the highest level of political corruption that has been just publicly expressed. Like I literally stated.
It's not even hidden anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
Before,
even like-
before at least we were like, no, that doesn't. Like, how many times we said that doesn't happen here? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Now it's
see it.
fair game. It's here already.
Correct.
So, did I make my proper
No.
argument here for?
the
No,
monarchy.
you still don't want the monarchy.
But
How about the corruption component? Like,
I do agree that it should be. It shouldn't only be just 2 terms for a president. But I don't know if we need to go back to having kings, where it's gonna be you and your family and your son for forever. There's no opportunity for anything else. But I think this whole thing that's happening now could potentially change all of politics forever. Because I don't know like I said, I still got to figure out what this means as far as, okay, if he does go to jail, what is each state going to say? What is that going to do?
Correct.
Because if that's the case, we can, like you said, find a way to put every politician in jail, make them criminal, and that changes the whole scope of everything moving forward, because now if I can make you a felon for some nonsense.
a lot of people don't run. A lot of people don't run because they're like, man, I already got way too many
Yeah,
things in my
correct,
closet. I got way too many skeletons. But even some of the people that already got elected are saying, I'm trying to keep my skeletons in the closet.
You
Don't
know,
drag them out now.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like this, I don't think people realize this is not just a big moment for the country right now, but this could be a big moment for how the country is going to look moving forward for the next 50 to 100 years, depending on what we determine this means and how is this going to change how we do politics. So it's crazy. Like I said, I think a lot of it is more bad than good. But we're gonna have to figure out what's the best way to navigate through it.
No monarchy.
No. But yes, the corruption? Or
No monarchy,
okay.
no to corruption. Honestly, I think these you look at a country like Argentina.
When did you really started to pay attention to politics? Can I answer that question?
When Trump got elected.
When Trump got elected. When did you really
Well, no,
start?
it was a little bit before that.
That-
I've been paying
that-
attention. I
in the
went to a
United
couple
States,
of Obama
but-
rallies and stuff like
Correct.
that. So I did, 100%.
We gotta get pictures of that.
I have many pictures.
Sí se puede. Yes, we can, right? So, what about, given the fact that you and your family come from Venezuela,
Mhm.
at what point did you start to pay attention to the politics connected to what was going on in Venezuela?
It's impossible to sit in a Venezuelan household
Mhm.
and not speak about Venezuelan politics,
Mhm.
especially when I moved. So it was always super annoying, and you had to deal with it because that was always the conversation. Everybody always had how they were gonna fix the country and how the guy was the a-hole. And for a while there was people even within my family that were pro Chavez and anti Chavez, and so that whole thing, there was a couple of people that were very proud and voted for him. Later on, started to regret it, and then many years later, then they moved here, and so I haven't asked them. Those people
Mhm.
that were pro Chavez and now moved here because
Mhm.
of how terrible the country is. I haven't asked them what they think of what's happening in politics here. That's a case study on its own. But I tell you what, it's impossible. I cannot tell you when I started paying attention to Venezuelan politics because it's always been part of the conversation.
Fair enough.
So I was always surrounded by it.
My fear is that we are going through moments right now, guys, that it looks like it validates one of the statements of this great man. It's a phenomenal book, by the way. Free Freedom and the Making of History, Ronald Reagan. And this is the man who said, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. And so it almost feels like we are that generation that is truly, truly putting freedom at risk. What happened here, for anybody that cares to remove some of the emotional either likiness or hate that you have from one person, and you're gonna be left with something that should really concern you tremendously, because this opened the door. I mean, the gates of hell, man. This is straight to the gates of hell.